Hey, ever thought what makes New York so awesome? Well, it's not just hustle and bustle that we all know of New York City. This place is really in depth with history as well. They were the first to let women vote, and sometimes they had amazing, huge protests about many different issues. From presidents to tough moments, this state's history is like a thrilling adventure. Let's discover the hidden tales of New York that never ever slows down. At number 10, we are looking at Sing Sing Prison, a place that will give you goosebumps, that's for sure. It is nestled by the Hudson Bay and it is shaped like a fortress. This place had a killer view, but here's the shocker, they had the electric chair. Sparks flew not too long ago, just outlawing it very recently. Hold on to your seats for more jaw dropping history on this chilling countdown as we go over the 10 things you may not know about New York State. At number 9, we are looking at the draft riots of 1863. Brace yourselves for another crazy piece of New York history. Chaos everywhere. People were furious about the Civil War draft. It lasted days and got seriously rough, with over 100 people losing their lives. The riots targeted African Americans and places tied to them. This was one of the worst moments at the time of New York State, but as we'll see, more to come. At number 8, we are looking into the captivating story of the original Penn Station, an architectural wonder that has unfortunately been lost to time. It was a grandeur inspired by ancient Rome. It had soaring columns, vaulted ceilings, and a crafted, breathtaking gateway that allowed people welcoming into New York City. It opened in 1910. This structure sprawled across nearly 8 acres beneath the bustling city streets and served as a primary hub for travelers coming from everywhere from Chicago to Miami, St. Louis, everywhere within the United States. But tragically, in the 1960s, it met a heartbreaking fate as it was demolished amid urban development fever. This sparked a preservation movement reminding us of the irreplaceable value of architectural heritage. At number 7, we are going to sail into history with the first American yacht club. The New York Yacht Club set anchor in 1844, making waves as the pioneer in American yachting. Sorry, I had to do the dad jokes in there. Just too many had to be made. It wasn't just about fancy boats, however, they established sailing rules for the entire nation. This has been followed to this day, and this first American Yacht Club is still open. Coming in at number 6, we are looking at the first U.S. Capitol. Many people do not think of New York City as the capital of the United States, but lo and behold, it was the capital from 1785 to 1790. Why there, you may be asking? It's your strategic location between northern and southern states that made it a diplomatic hub. Also, it was a bustling port even back then with trade with many countries, so it was a symbol of the nation's economic strength.
Offsides, number 87, 5 yard penalty.
Coming in at number 5, we are looking at the women's suffrage movement in New York State. Fun fact, it actually happened in 1917. Meanwhile, the 19th Amendment was done 3 years later in 1920. So New York gave women the right to vote before the nation had. This pivotal move that New York had actually helped with the nationwide movement that led to the 19th Amendment. Through a backdrop of rallies and relentless activism, New York became the beacon for equality, inspiring women across the country to claim their voices and shaping the nation's future. At number 4, we are tapping into a bubbly slice of history. The first U.S. brewery was in New York City in 1630 by the Dust West India Company. They decided to brew up some fun. Sorry, I can't stop with the dad puns today. Imagine the aroma of hops and barley filling the streets. It was a foamy revolution paving the way for America's love affair with crafty concoctions. aka our love of beer. This was the first of many to come, and there will many come in the future. At number three, we're looking at the origins of the first teddy bear. Many of you know that it is, in fact, named after Theodore Roosevelt. However, you may not know that it came from him sparing a cub in the Catskill Mountains of New York. From this act of compassion in New York State came the inspiration for the first teddy bear. It was crafted by a clever toy maker. This bear became an instant hit, spreading joy and comfort across the nation. So, here's to Teddy Roosevelt and to New York for inventing the first teddy bear. Coming in at number two, we're going to take a large rewind all the way back to the year 1725 for a historic tale inked into the heart of New York City. That is right, the first daily newspaper came out of New York City and it was called the New York Gazette. It was the first time in America's history that there was a daily newspaper. Imagine the excitement of everyone on the streets as they were able to get news fresh daily for the first time. This helped people stay connected and informed from across the world. And coming in at number one, we're looking at a cheesy tale of the early 1900s. Lombardi's Pizza in New York City had the most brilliant, genius idea. They delivered pizzas for the first time to people right across the street and right next door. Talk about a game changer. For the first time, New Yorkers, known for their passion of pizza, embraced this delivery concept like no other, igniting a trend that spread across the nation. It boasted a fervent love for the cheese pizza that we know today. Thank you guys for watching. Please let me know what else you would love to see. And remember, question everything you think you know. Please subscribe.